me just start talking about how at Microsoft we are looking at AI or responsible AI, and we would love to come and present a specific use case in your organization if you invite us. And we can talk about AI on cloud, which is generative AI models which can be worked within your ecosystem with the secure access and security of your data. That's one. Second is about the co-pilots that we've launched recently. And third are about the AI devices. Now, because it's a Microsoft Surface event, and we've been partners with BOR for this, I'm going to talk mostly about the devices and how things are changing. So we know that AI has different layers. So we've talked about AI on cloud, and I'm sure you guys are using it in some form or the other. But how, as a company, as a business, you can use it, would love to have more conversations about it at some point of time. The user experiences, which is your co-pilots, and AI on client, which is devices. So for today's discussions, right, we know that, okay, these are all the new launches that Microsoft has seen, but we're going to be talking about AI on client, which is devices right now. Right, now, why are we talking about this? I'm going to skip a couple of slides because we just got 15 minutes. But there is a reason of why we are talking about security. And I believe security is a very important part. It doesn't matter right from a cloud to a client. We can also give you a calculator which can tell you that what's a carbon footprint that you saved when you choose a Microsoft Surface device versus any other device. Manageability is something which is easy. You can deploy large amount of Surface devices remotely through one place, and we can talk about it. But why Microsoft is right now investing too much into productivity? Because we believe the way that the future of work is been designed, it's going to change. And we've got some insights. We've surveyed about 20,000 people in 11 countries. And there's a very beautiful report. I'm sure you can go and search for it. It's called Work Health Index. It actually tells you about how organizations are changing and how work cultures are changing across the board. We've called it the Work Health Index. We can't talk about the whole report, so I'm going to talk about 2 insights from this particular report. And you can get this report online, the version 1 and the version 2 as well. So the first insight that we really talked about is productivity paranoia. Now, what is it? I'll give you a small example. 87% of the 87% of the IT workers today believe that they're working more than ever, right? But only 12% of the manager feels or the leaders feel that hybrid work, or after this 1 year of anniversary, the hybrid work is truly productive. Now, that's the disbalance that we are talking about. That's a mistrust that we are talking about. And what is the reason for that? The reason for that is the way that we've applied the hybrid work. Hybrid work is more than just the HR policy change, right? There's a reason for that. And look at, this is a state of our conference rooms today. There's a clunky table in the middle. There is a projector on one wall. There is a whiteboard on another. There are about 15 devices which are there, right, to do just one meeting. Still, people who've joined remotely cannot really truly collaborate, can do a live whiteboarding with people who are in the room. And that's where the hybrid work, collaboration and inclusiveness, right? Those are the 2 things which are very important for hybrid. That's where these 2 things kind of challenge the whole concept and notion of hybrid work. Now, how can we address that? We've got a couple of solutions. Now, look at it. This is the device that we have. This is called Microsoft Hub, Surface Hub. We have a version that's been on live display outside as well. This is basically a smart board that comes integrated with the camera, with speakers, with a digital whiteboard that you can actually work on and can work on from 2 sides. Let's see what it can do. So this is my first demo, and there's a second demo. We just got 2 demos to show you. Can I get the volume, please? are we using it? We're using it in healthcare, video consultation. You can actually take this device for a video consultation within an ICU. It comes with its own battery pack as well. That means it doesn't require, you don't need to be leashed to the wall. Integrated camera, mic, you've got a pen, you can do a digital whiteboard. We are using it live in manufacturing, right? You can do meetings where meetings were not possible earlier. We're using it with airlines at different places. We're using it in education over a period of time, a truly digital classroom. Imagine if this is a class, right, and we're doing a digital classroom today. I can actually write on it. You guys can see it because you're sitting in the class. People who joined remotely, there'll be another 2,000 people that might can join remotely. They can also look at the same content, can do the whiteboard together. So that's the device, and that's why the collaboration and inclusiveness is a very important part of managing productivity in a hybrid world. The second thing that we've talked about, the flexibility flux. The flexibility flux, why we doing? Because our devices were not meant for the home use, the way, or the hybrid work. Our devices were not meant, or our cameras were not meant for the kind of lighting that we have at home, the kind of acoustics we have at home. Now, we all remember that there is an important call and the dog is barking. There's an important call and there's a construction which is going next door, right? So our devices were not meant for that. Our devices were not meant to be worked out of a kitchen table or a sofa or a home office, right? So what we've done is we've taken help of AI and introduced a new chip in our devices. All the devices that you use or are buying today comes with two chips, which is a CPU and a GPU. We've introduced a new chip which is called an NPU, and that's called Natural Processing Unit. That's what basically takes an AI or ML loads out of your PC and make sure that you got enough computing power to do multitasking. So I'm going to straight away skip to that, my last demo of the day, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy what you'll see. Sorry, I'm just going to skip a couple of things. So these are the kind of features that you get out of an AI camera based on an NPU. We're going to show a couple of that. But what's the use of an NPU in a PC? When you have an NPU-enabled PC, what it does is basically divides the load between a CPU and the NPU. So if your CPU was using a 13 or a 14 watts of power, it reduces it down to a 4 or 5 watt. That means you can do multitasking without your PC getting hanged. Now let's see what are the kind of features that an NPU enable. So I'm going to first talk about automatic framing.
The camera will track me no matter where I am in the room, whether I'm sitting at my desk or standing up and walking around. This is great for people who think on their feet and like to walk around or talk with their hands while they're brainstorming or in a meeting. I love it because even when I'm farther away from the camera, it still keeps me crystal clear with super resolution.
Keep the voice on right now. There are a couple of videos that I'm showing. So you've seen that it's not a two-camera setup. I'm in front of the PC and I can move around and camera will automatically track me, right? So if you're doing home recordings, if you're working on with your leaders who are used to most of the things working out of different places, best device. Second feature is the enhanced eye contact. Very, very important feature when you're really doing the hybrid meetings or hybrid events.
It can feel unnatural when you're on a Teams call to be looking directly into the camera, and what you want to do is look at the video feed like I am now.
Just look at the eyes, please.
People are talking. With eye gaze correction, I can be looking at the video feed, and it looks like I'm looking directly at you.
Yeah, so you're looking at the content. Whenever you talk, you look at the screen. You not look at the camera, which is slightly above. So you can comfortably see at your screen and can read or can see what's happening on the screen. And AI will make sure that your eye contact is maintained with the people that are on the other side. Just a useful feature when you're going unprepared in a meeting as well, right? The third point is about the background blur. Let's look at it. All of us have used blur while doing team meetings or the other meetings that we do virtually. And it's a very harsh blur that you see, right? Cut your limbs sometimes, it cut your hairstyle, doesn't allow you to do the things that you're doing because it's happening on the cloud. Now, AI workloads, if they're happening in a combination of cloud and client, that's the difference that you will see.
Watch as I turn on bokeh and my background softly fades, hiding the mess of toys behind me and making it so that I, as the speaker, am highlighted in crystal clear high definition.
So the speaker
it's
is
like
highlighted.
Having a DSLR camera inside your device.
Speaker is highlighted, her hairstyle is maintained, there is absolutely no problems on that. Now, this is the time when our employees and our leader want to be seen, they want to be heard, and they want to be understood, right? We all do. This is a very important times where hybrid work is very, very important. We've shown you how Surface helps you to look your best. We're going to show you a small demo of how it can also help you to sound your best. And I'm going to do it live while this is meant for the home use or the office use. The lights and the sound and the acoustics is all commercial right now, but we're still going to give it a try. I'm going to request a friend of mine called Shiv. Shiv, if you can come on the stage, and I'll need your help on this as well. Just 1 second. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep speaking, and there's going to be a voice at the background. There's going to be guitar playing. I'll also ask you to give him a hand. So we'll see there's a lot of noise. I'll request that my mic should be cut so that the device can take. If you can cut my mic, right? We're going to start the recording, right? And the recording has started. I'm speaking. Can you just cut my mic, please? Just off my mic. Yeah, switch off my mic, please. Right? Anyways, we're going to start. We're going to switch off the mic. And the recording has started. I'm speaking. Can you please cut my mic, please? Just off my mic. Yeah, switch off my mic, please. Right? Anyways, we're going to start. We're going to switch off the mic. Why don't you just start playing as loud as you can. Give him a sound. Can you give him a hand as well? Right? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep speaking, and at the same time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the studio effects, and I'm going to do a voice focus on. And while I'm still speaking, he's still playing. One more time, give him a hand, give him a loud applause. Thank you very much. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the voice focus off, and let's see what. So this is what AI is helping. AI is making sure that it's not voice suppression. AI is differentiating between what is a human voice and what is a non-human voice, right? So those are the things that we can do with Microsoft Surface devices. We would love to show you how these things work in your environment and how we can work with you in different solutions, which basically means AI on cloud, AI on customer experience with Copilot, and AI on Microsoft Surface. Thank you very much. Please do visit the stall outside and have a look at the Surface Hub.